Less than 12 hours after the Blue Jays failed to clinch the World Series, the sports world moves on, and we welcome you inside the Keith Miller Arena here at the East Hand Sportsplex. My name is Dayton Camo for High Button Sports, getting you set for a U15 major matchup between the Rangers Hockey Club and the Dartmouth Whalers. McKim and LaRue on the draw. It's won by the Whalers, sent in. Picked up, knocked off the wall. This one's held at the line and now worked back down the half wall. Behind the net, picked up by McKim. He's going to spin and send one back around the ice. That was West, excuse me. Now it's out to center, a big hit laid there from Cooper. And the Rangers bench getting excited for that one. Now McKim, stretch pass up to the line, doesn't get out, and now the Rangers are away at neutral ice. Long shot in, that's saved by Higgs. Lydia Higgs in net today for the Dartmouth Whalers, while Mason McKinnon in between the pipes for the Rangers. Now the Whalers out. This is wide. Can't get that one to go. Now it's back out to neutral ice. Back up the half wall. And now Wilmot sends it to center ice, a long shot in. That's gloved by Higgs. And we'll get a stoppage of play with 13:34 left to go here in the opening frame. This one's played back up the wall, sent back in. And Turner's on the hunt there for the Rangers. He's going to lay a hit in the corner. Now the Whalers will break out with it. Up to neutral ice, hits a stick and gets sent in. McKinnon plays it aside. Now Norton Connor sends one to the point, picked up by Chisholm. He's taking it to the net. That one's stuffed in front, a loose puck, and Chisholm gets the rebound. His shot spin, they score. A chance on the rebound. Put home in front. A wide open net for Brown, and he makes no mistake. It's 1-0 for the Whalers. Now the Rangers breaking in. Chance in the slot, a shot turned aside by Higgs. Now it's LeBlanc down deep. Gonna hit a man in the slot. McKim scores! LeBlanc fed the backhander into the slot, and McKim makes no mistake. We're all tied up. The Whalers win that draw, and now it's quickly back up to center. Chip puck. And now this one's in front. Body's down in front of the crease. Penalty coming. And now a whistle will bring some penalties. This one looks like it's going to the Rangers. That one going to be served by Kendall. Now the Rangers on the man advantage for the first time this morning. For the Whalers, excuse me. Scramble puck off the draw. It's back into the corner. Now Wakeham comes in to play it back to the defense. Pass across. Held in by Taylor. Now it's sent into the half wall. Burgess is in there for the Whalers or for the Rangers, but it's back to the point. Sent back down deep. Wakeham. Wakeham still has it circling, passes it back down low. Back up to Wakeham at the point. Looking for an option, drops it there for Taylor. Taylor's shot tipped on in front, rebound, and that one gets cleared aside. Now Wakeham back down low. Now it's worked on the half wall. This one's going to be sent to center ice. And that'll get out of the zone. The Rangers able to clear some time here on the penalty kill. Now it's back to center ice. Taylor walking in. Goes wide, stops up. And that one's sent back down the ice by the Rangers. Higgs is out to play it. Picked up by Kostopoulos. Kostopoulos sends it back around the net to LaRue. It's sent right back into the Whalers zone. Dufour sends it back across. It's sent up the wall. Kept in by LaRue. It'll be just offside, but LaRue takes a big hit from Turner. Now back to LaRue. Sends it in. And now a chance in the corner. Players battling for that one. It's sent to the line. Norton Connors sends it right back in. Now the Rangers away, breaking 3 wide. Puck sent in off the linesman. Hopefully he was wearing his girdle. And now McKim picks it up. Rangers 2-on-2 the other way. Driving wide. Gets sent in front, turned aside by Higgs. Now it's Wilmot at the point. He makes a move. He's going to drive in deep as McDonald all over him. Now Wakeham tried to chip that one past a couple of Rangers, but it gets sent back in for Taylor. Taylor back to Wakeham. He goes up the ice, up the half wall, and it's back to Rangers possession as Cooper falls for it, and Danton on the chase. Danton beats him to the puck, but he takes a tumble in the corner. Now it's back to Wakeham at the point. A shot glove save. As McKinnon holds on. 6-4 the shots on net so far in this one, in favor of the Whalers. Goals coming early in this one from Brown and then McKim answering right back. Puck sent to the point, won by the Whalers, but the Rangers are away again. Chipped to center. Drag shot blocked in front. Now the rebound is sent wide. Battle in the corner ensues, and now Whalers trying to break out. Brown had that one jump off his stick. Back to Taylor. And now a chance away in front. Cooper's got himself all alone, and he fires this one over the net. Great chance on the breakaway there for Taylor, or for Cooper. And now this one gets sent back to neutral ice. Brown's racing for it. Puck goes up into the penalty box. And we'll get a stoppage play, 8:03 left to go here in the first period. Face-off will come right outside the Whalers line. Christopoulos picks it up, sends it up the wall. Just missed the stick of his forward. Now back to Wilmot. Wilmot makes a move and gains the line. Has it in, gets a shot onto Higgs. It's turned aside. Now Wilmot's still working for it down at the corner. He's going to retreat back to the point. Battling down behind the net. It comes across to Wakeham, and he's going to take some ice. Wakeham has room, shot, glove save, and the rebound is covered up by McKinnon. Good stop by McKinnon on Wakeham driving down. Took his ice and made the most of it, but McKinnon standing tall. Let's draw one back into the Rangers corner. They'll pick it up on the half wall, but it's almost a breakaway there for Cooper again, but it was taken away by the Whalers. Finally sent back in, and now it'll be brought back to neutral ice. That's Hubli on the chase for the Rangers. Passes across to Wakeham, and Wakeham will send it back down into the Rangers' end. Quick pass up to Hubli, and Hubli across to McKim. Now Wakeham will gather this one in the defensive zone and send it up. And that one's turned aside by McKinnon. Whalers try to send that one deep. It's off a skate. Now the Rangers will break out. There goes McPherson down the wing. Got a chance in tight. He's going to shoot that one on, but it's gloved up by Lydia Higgs. Face-off will come to the left of Higgs. Hubli on the draw, but the Whalers win that one back. Now it's to center. Quick pass up to McPherson, jumps off his stick, and now Wilmot sends it back in. Up the wall. This one's just kept in by the Rangers. Burgess shot, blocked away by Higgs. Now it's in the corner. It's a good cycle started here from the Rangers. Burgess back to the point. Shot coming in, tipped in front. And now Higgs will cover up once more. The Rangers pressing. Face-off, one back down to the left of Higgs by the Whalers, and Brown's first on it in the corner. Chips this one off the wall. And shot coming in from the point from Harvieux. That one's saved by Higgs. Turner will send it around the wall. 2-4, lets it go, and it's back to the point. Harvieux will come back, pick it up for the Rangers, but he could use some help. Now it's the Rangers on the half wall, chipping it to the blue line. A shot coming in, blocked aside by McKinnon. Now a loose puck in front, rebound. That one's turned aside by McKinnon as well. 4:33 left to go here in the first period. We'll get a stoppage of play. And it looks like the Rangers are going to get one here. So the Whalers back to the man advantage. A roughing call picked up in front of the net. Dufour wins that pass back. But Taylor at the point will send it across. Good cross-seam pass, finds the man on the half wall, but it's sent down the ice by Dufour. So Gugu in the box for roughing. And now Wakeham at the half wall. And that one's offside, and the Whalers will have to regroup. Now chip pass up to Taylor. He sends this one in. Now Wakeham. Back to Taylor at the point. Oh, that pass just through the legs. And McDougall unable to reach that one as it goes out of play into the netting. 3:23 left to go here in the first period. 50 seconds left to go on the man advantage to the Whalers. Gugu in the box for roughing. Now the face-off coming back to the right of McKinnon. It's won by the Whalers. They'll go back to the point. Wakeham drops it back. Now it's Kostopoulos. They'll shoot. Gloved on by McKinnon. No one in front. As you hear the Whalers coach saying, if you're shooting, you got to get in front of them. You're not going to beat a goaltender. That's all from 20, 30 feet out. The Rangers win that draw. It's up the half wall. Back to the point. It just got to offside. And now Harpier will pick it back up for the Rangers. He'll look. Long pass up. That one's on net. An intended clear. Picked up by Wakeham. He's got speed working up the half wall. Wakeham misses a step and takes a tumble. Now the puck will be sent back by the Whalers as they move in offside. So a face-off coming back outside the Rangers line. .237 to go here in the first. Shots 11-10 now in favor of the Rangers. Now Chisholm sends it in. The Whalers on it, but it gets past the blue line and they'll have to regroup back up the wall. Sent in by Bruce. McDonald on it, giving chase. He's on it. Sends one to the net, and McKinnon will have to quickly freeze up. So the faceoff coming back down to the left of McKinnon. 2:06 to go. McDonald working in. But it's won back by Kendall. On the half wall. This one's going to be broken out by Kendall, and now the Rangers are away. Pass in front. He gets a rebound, and it's saved by Higgs. Kendall breaking in on the backhand, tried to flip one upstairs. Now a shot turned aside by Higgs off the draw. Now it's kept in at the line. Rangers able to hold it for one more second, but Moser giving chase now for the Whalers as it comes to neutralize. Back in, Kendall one more time. He's going to take a shot. That one goes wide into the corner on the half wall. And now Moser away for the Whalers. Going to toe drag in. He takes a big hit from Wilmot. Both players going down, but Wilmot throwing the body, separating the man from the puck. All you have to do, and he did it well. Now Wilmot back up to center. Players will be thinking twice about going to the middle on that right side for the Rangers. Turner moving in. He sends his man off the puck. Sends it back down deep. Finley Howe out front. 2-4 had that one go through his skates. Now Turner's back on it. Back to the point. Gets past Harvier and he'll come back and regroup. Harvier, long pass up. This one gets to center. Dufour. He gets that one taken away from him, but Turner coming in. Pass back to the point. Harvier has that through. That one's over the net. Now Harvier keeps it in. McPherson knocks at that one more, and that's the end of the first period. Through the first 15, we're even at 1. Shots 13-11 in favor of the Rangers. We're back for the second period of play here on High Button Sports. Whalers, Rangers all even at 1 through the first 15. Now the Whalers first to gain possession in this second period. Kostopoulos tries to work down the far side. He gets jammed off. Now the Rangers on the breakout. Looks cross ice now. Cooper working in. Shot saved in front by Higgs. She'll cover up. And 25 seconds into this one, we've got a face-off. Right back down to the left of Lydia Higgs. Face off in front, won by the Whalers. Are away. A chip pass up the wall. Down into the Rangers' end. This one's going to get picked up all the way. It'll go too far, and that's an icing on the play. So we'll redo that face off just to the other side of Higgs. LaRue and Kendall on the draw. Kendall wins it forward, but the Whalers first on it. Norton Connor sends this one to center ice. Picked up by the Rangers. It's West. Working up. Drives wide, tries to find a man in front. That one's just turned aside by Higgs. Loose puck was sitting right in front of her. Gugu now. Down the wall. Now back to the point. Shot coming in from West. This one just goes wide off the dasher. And this one gets worked up the wall. Sent back in. And now Huber on it for the Rangers as Chisholm chips up the wall. Back down into the Rangers' end. Turner chips this one to center. Craig sends it cross ice and it's sent back down in. McKinnon out to stop it, but it goes behind his stick. Bruce plays it down for McDonald. Has that one taken away from him. Now the Rangers up ice, working ahead. Turner tries to cut to the middle, but McDonald right there. Finley Howe pokes it off his stick. Now this one's sent back in, just wide, into the corner. Turner to Dufour. Dufour picks it up. Battle down there in the corner. Dufour takes a tumble, and now it's around to Danton. Danton chips it up the wall, still takes a hit from Turner. Exactly what he was avoiding. Now Turner past the referee, and they'll chip it down in. Higgs out to stop it. She gets run into. Now a shot coming far down, they score. No. It stayed on the other side of the line. And a shot from the point goes off the crossbar and stays out on the other side of the goal line. If Lydia Higgs has anyone to thank right now, it's that crossbar. So the face-off will come back down. The Whalers win that one. Taylor picks it up. Tries to cut to center. Has that one taken off of him. A penalty coming, and now we'll get a stoppage of play. A hooking call coming. This one coming to Cooper. Third penalty of the game for the Rangers, and the Whalers back to the man advantage yet again. Chisholm sends that one across to Wakeham. Now Wakeham escapes his own, and now the Rangers have time to send this down the ice. McPherson's going to hold up. Send a high riser back down into the corner. Wakeham moves this one up. He's going to retreat. Long stretch pass up into the feet of Brown, and now it's moved ahead. Shot in. That one's blockered aside by McKinnon to Wakeham on the half wall. Tries to go cross ice. Now Chip sends it back down to Brown. Brown up top to Chisholm. Now it's back up to the top. Pass for Wakeham just goes under his skate, or under his stick. And now a regroup coming for the Whalers. Wakeham tries to hit the man on the break-in, but it's sent back down the ice. No icing on the call, and Taylor will battle down there in the corner. Picked up by McDougall. McDougall to center. Taylor misses that one. And LeBlanc pinches off his man. It's sent back down the ice, and Higgs will play it out for Taylor. Taylor has a man on him. He stops up behind the net, looking for a breakout. Taylor up the wall. And that one's sent in. West has this one in the corner. Gonna work it out to the line, past the skate. And both teams back to even strength. Taylor picks it up on the half wall. A breakout pass coming to McDougall. Now Taylor working in. Drives wide. He's pinched off there in the corner. Now the Rangers breaking out. Kendall to West, who finds Burgess, but Burgess can't corral that one. Now McDonald sends one to neutral ice. It's going to go the length of the ice. Called off on the icing. Now another chance for the Rangers. LeBlanc's got speed. Working his way up. Drives wide. Got two Whalers on him. And now it's chipped out. This one will go. Dufour picks it back up. Picked up by Harvieux behind the net. Tries to send this one up the wall. It's taken away. Now Dufour has to regain possession for the Whalers as they start the breakout once more. LeBlanc across to Harvieux. Now up to Dufour. Turner takes this one away. He's got a chance in front. Turned aside by Higgs. Now it's back to Finley Howe on the half wall. He's working his way in. Drops for Turner. Turner intercepted down there by Wakeham. And now a chance for Brown. He's one-on-one. Brown to the backhand. Forehand. He scores! What a move. And Brown gives the Whalers the 2-1 lead. So the face-off back out to center ice. What a move by Brown to put that one over the shoulder of McKinnon. With a goaltender, that's all you have to go upstairs, and he found the perfect hole on the far side. Just under the bar, and it's 2-1 Whalers. Now the Rangers work it in. Wakeham back in the corner. Sends this one around to Kostopoulos. Kostopoulos bobbled it. Now he sends it back around the wall. Mosier picks it up for the Whalers. Sends it across to Kostopoulos. Up the wall. Chip to center. Gugu sends it back in. Now Kostopoulos back to the corner. No one able to get it past the blue line yet. Now LeBlanc takes a big hit from Mosier. Now a chance away. A 4-on-2 for the Whalers. Shot coming in. A weak shot off the stick. Looked to be tipped in front. Now Mosier has it in the corner. They're going to attempt to start the cycle, but the Rangers away. Kendall has a lane, backhanded, just upstairs and over the net. Now Taylor. This one's into the netting. And we got a stoppage of play, 11:50 to go. Brown picking up his second of the game, putting the Whalers in front. The Rangers lead in the shot category, 17-13. Now Chisholm across to Norton Connors. He slaps it back around the wall. Now LaRue sends it out to center. Spun back and up the wall. LaRue first on it again. He takes a bump. Now the Whalers trying to work in, but it's taken away. Hubley plays it up the wall. Now Burgess working in. Stops. Sends it back to the point. Now the Whalers away. Turnover in the defensive zone. Gives Johnson a chance to come down. He sends it deep. Now it's back up the wall. This one doesn't get by the pinch of the Whalers at the blue line, and now it's away for Gugu. He's got a chance to rip one on, and Higgs will cover up. 10:44 to go here in the second frame. A battle for the puck along the far corner wall. Dufour has this one. He's going to circle back. Nice toe drag move around his man. Back down into the corner. Sent back down for LaRue. Finley Howe coming in to help out, but that one gets sent over the glass. So stop at your play. Face off will come back down to the right of Higgs. Dufour on that one. Wins it to the half wall. It's put back to the point to West. West has a shot. He's blocked in front by McDonald, and now McDonald's away. Gonna chip it deep. Can't get by his man, and now it's back to the point. Finley Howe turning. Chips it up the wall. Gets back to Craig. Craig will send one far deep inside the Ranger end. Danton giving chase down offensively. Saucer pass up to Turner. Kicks this one a little too far. Now Finley Howe sends it back down the wall, runs into Taylor. This one chipped up the half wall, just gets outside the zone, and the Rangers will have to regroup. Breaking in wide. That one sent in front, but a good stick by the Whalers to keep it out of the slot. Wilmot in there. He retreats back to the point. Now McPherson back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc across to Wilmot. Wilmot sends a high riser in, flipped in front. Rebound lands right in front. And Lydia turns that one aside. Now the Rangers working in offside. Mosier back up the half wall, and now the Whalers able to regroup and break out, no problem. This one's sent in by Chip. Gathered up by the Rangers, and now they're back away. Cooper to center. Breaks in. Finds West. West shot blocked in front. He's going to get another chance. Drive. And that one's covered up by Higgs. Kendall and Taylor on the draw. One back by Kendall, but Wakeham first on it. He's going to try and send a man cross ice. But Sear can't control that one. Back up the wall. It's taken away by the Whalers and sent back in. Harvier across to West. West up the wall. Chip pass. And that one gets all the way back to Kostopoulos. Kostopoulos tried to play it in front, but Kendall there. Back to the point. Out of the reach of Gugu, and now Mosier will gather it up. Back up the wall by Gugu, but into traffic, and this one's whistled down. We'll get an offside call on the play. 7:29 left to go here in the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of the Whalers, thanks to a double dip, as some may say, by Brown. McKim picking up the goal for the Rangers back in the first period. Now this one's sent in. McKinnon turns to the side. It's back behind the net. Gugu misses that one. Johnson circles it back around. Wakeham shot on, and that one's turned aside by McKinnon. This one's played up the wall. Now Dufour trying to speed his way through the neutral zone. Stops up, finds a man in front. Turner, that one just goes over the net. Rebound from Turner. Off the side. Everyone thought it was in. It hits the side of the net. LeBlanc down to Turner. Turner gets ridden off the puck. Now Wakeham bobbles that one. Now starts the regroup. He's going to flip it to center. Gets past the stick of Gugu. And now sent in. Gugu back to get it. Now Gugu sends it down deep. Higgs out to play it. Norton Connors sends it across. So he takes a bump. Now it's worked up and sent in deep. Back up quickly up the half wall. Now Finley Howe tries to make a move. He sends it back down deep. Chisholm on it. And now a penalty called. A hooking call coming. Bruce will be the recipient of this one. And the Whalers getting their first penalty of the game. We'll get to see what this Rangers power play can muster up. Face off to the right of Higgs. Rangers on the power play. Whalers win it. Taylor sends it to the line, but it can't get out. West to Dufour. Dufour picked it up on the backhand. Has to corral that one. Back to West. Now West shot. Pad save. Dufour tried to get the rebound, but it hopped over his stick. Big rebound popping out from Higgs, but good effort to keep that one out. And now West gains his own, stops up on the half wall. Across. Back to West. To Dufour. Dufour working in. Now Dufour. Working in. Dufour drags this one. Taken away. Kept in at the line, but now it's outside. Wilmot will come back to gather it up for the Rangers. A risky move by Dufour, making a toe drag, being the last man back. Now West regroups and back up to Dufour. Dufour gains his own, gets the half wall and looks for a man. Back to LeBlanc, LeBlanc to Dufour. Dufour shot in, this one's up and over the net. Now a chance down low. Turner to Dufour. Dufour back inside, down low to Turner. Turner in front of Dufour. This one's through a stick, and it will get out. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the second period. A quick pass back up. Now Kendall's gaining speed in the neutral zone. He's going to work his way in. Drive wide. Try to cut behind the net. Find an option. He gets that one chipped off his stick down low. It's back up the wall. LeBlanc back even, both teams. Now Gugu shot off his skate and wide. Now a chance back to the point. LeBlanc sends a shot in. It's saved by Higgs again. And the Rangers piling on the shots here in the second period. Still unable to put one past Lydia Higgs. Face off won by the Whalers. Kostopoulos up the wall. Chipped to center. This one gets past everyone, and now Gugu comes back to restart. Gugu chips one up the wall and backhands it in. Higgs will play that aside. McPherson in there has one taken away from him. And now it's back to Kostopoulos. Chip pass away by Harvier, but he couldn't get a good stick on that. Now it's Wakeham across the chip. That one's off of his stick. And Burgess tried to drive in for the Rangers. Pass from Wakeham off the shin pads, and now a long stretch pass intended for Sim. Doesn't get there. This one gets sent back up the wall. Chip to center. Now Finley Howe working in, shot over the net. Chipped up the wall, and Brown is on the chase for the Whalers. This one gets put back up the wall to center ice. Wilmot has it down deep. He's going to put it off the glass to Finley Howe, but it gets out of his reach. Chisholm tries to put one up the wall. Helped out there by Sear. And now Chisholm has it back down in his own zone. Going to put it back up the half wall. Sear drops it for Mosier. Mosier through center. He's working in. Drives in off the side of the net. And now a penalty coming. It'll be a tripping call. This one going to be served by McKim, the lone goal scorer today for the Rangers. As he goes to the box for 2 or less. Face off one back into the Rangers' end. Battle for it along the half wall. Gugu comes out to send it down the ice. He bobbles that one. Now he's got to be quick on the dump out. And he finally gets it down the ice. It'll be picked up by the Whalers. Taylor tries to chip that one to center. Taken away. And now Turner has a chance. Great move. Turner working in, and it's turned aside by Higgs. A great move by Turner. The windmill working outside in. But Higgs standing tall to the task once again. Face off, one back. Burgess sends it down deep. Dufour beats his man to it. Dufour doing some brilliant work down there, shorthanded, causing lots of trouble for those Whalers defensemen. And now finally it's Taylor who breaks it in. Taylor sends a backhander into the zone. This one gets sent back down deep by the Rangers. Higgs out to play it. Now Wakeham sends a long pass up. This one gets knocked at. Now a battle along the half wall, picked up by McDougall. Now McDougall sends one to center ice. Taylor tried to center one in front. It's back to the point. Now a shot coming from Craig. That one goes wide. Craig swipes at that one, goes past his stick. And with just a few seconds left in this one, the clock will run out, and that'll do it. Here on High Button Sports, through 2 periods, the Dartmouth Whalers lead the Rangers Hockey Club 2-1. We'll be right back on High Button right after this.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
We're back on High Button Sports, Nova Scotia U15 major action. The Dartmouth Whalers lead the Rangers Hockey Club 2-1 through 2 periods of play. And this one's back out to center, the Rangers corral. This one's behind the net. The Rangers are able to pick this one up, send it off the glass. And they'll pick it up once again at center. That's Turner working in. He's got a couple of Whalers on him in the feet. Some wet ice to start the period. And now LaRue working his way in. He gets muscled off the puck, still has it. Now a drop from McDougal. Goes out of reach. And Turner back the other way for the Rangers. He's got the puck in his feet. Now Wakeham behind the net, battling down there. He sends a bump into Dufour. Now Dufour sends it to the wall. And Wilmot, unable to keep it in, will get a face-off. Offside. So face-off coming right outside the Whalers zone. If you're just tuning into this one, Alex Brown with 2 goals for the Whalers. And George McKim with the lone goal for the Rangers. The second goal by Brown might have been one of the most beautiful goals you'll see. Mosier sends this one around. It's off the half wall. A shot from the point coming in. McKinnon turns it aside into the corner. Now West to the half wall. This one gets chipped down into the corner. Behind the net, Finley Howe. He gets that one swatted away from him, and Mosier chips it up the wall. And it'll go all the way for an ice. So we'll get a face-off right back down to the left of Lydia Higgs. Higgs standing tall today, turning aside 22 of 23 sent her way. Now Burgess wins that draw back, but it's chipped outside the line by Mosier and sent right back in. Now Norton Connors has it, plays it up the wall. Sear misses that chip, and it's all the way for an icing once again. And we'll redo that face-off, this time to the right of Higgs. We thank you for tuning to High Button Sports today on this Sunday morning. We've got a whole docket of games left to go today. This one gets sent back to LeBlanc at the point. His shot goes wide, and now it's a battle behind the net. McKim working in there with Burgess. Puck squirts free to Mosier. Mosier tries to play it up the half wall. It's pinched in by McPherson, but now chance away for Connors. Norton Connors can't get onto that one, and Wilmot plays it up. Down deep, Wilmot gets taken down, and a penalty call coming. Mosier will head off to the box. And now the Rangers have a chance to go back to work. Their second power play of the game. Face-off coming to the left of Higgs. Face off one to the half wall. Back to the point. It's West. Gonna rip a shot. That one off a body in front. LeBlanc takes a tumble in the half wall. Big hit. And the crowd might have been the factor in that one. So Turner heading to the box, but without the cheer from the Dartmouth crowd, I think this stays a penalty to the Rangers. But for now, it's 4-on-4. Face-off will come back down into the Rangers' end. Negating the power play for the Rangers. Put some extra ice. West, LeBlanc, Dufour, and Kendall for the Rangers. Taylor, McDougall, Taylor, and Craig for the Whalers. Now Dufour's away, a shot. Rebound goes right out in front. Now Dufour has this one again, plays it back to the point. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc cross seam to West. Now back to LeBlanc at the top. He plays pitch and catch with Dufour. Now West. LeBlanc to Dufour. Looking for a lane to shoot. Dufour circling in, drops it there for Kendall, but it's out of reach. Kendall gets it back. Drives in. Gonna take one on. Shot saved by Lydia Higgs. Now it's back to the point. West slaps one on. Turned aside by Higgs. The rebound in front. And she's got it. .59 to go. Now the shots 24-17 in favor of the Rangers. Face off one back by the Whalers, and Wakeham's got some space to go. He's going to drive in backhand. He's taking it into the corner. Circling around Wakeham. Drops back to the half wall. It's out of the reach of Kostopoulos. And now Finley Howe's got a chance to get away. But Wakeham corrals that puck. Back up the wall. And now tries to hit Sear. Will not. Takes that one. Back to Gugu. Gugu fans on that pass. It's back to neutral ice. And this one gets sent back down. Icing the call. And now we'll get a face-off. 34 seconds left on the penalty to Turner. 21 seconds left on the penalty to the Whalers, and they'll have a 13-second power play momentarily. But West, nice escape turn at the point. Back down to Kendall, makes a move. He's got a chance in front, tries to jam it home, and that one just wide of the net. West at the point, backhands it down, shovels it to Dufour. Dufour lets it go. Kendall picks it up in front, tries to quickly jump out in front of the net, but now Wakeham's got a chance to go away. The big man sends it back down in. Now Dufour has it at center ice. He's got two men to beat. Nice toe drag. Dufour in. Shot saved by Higgs. That would have been a goal of the year candidate for Dufour. A nice little toe drag. Now we'll get a whistle on the call. Face-off will come back down inside the Rangers' end. Kendall and McDougall working in on the face-off. Arvio sends it around the wall. Picked up by LaRue. He jumps it back. But this one makes its way to Turner. Turner's got a lane. He's going to go. Driving in wide. Cuts to the middle. Turner. Shot. And that one's turned aside once again. Lydia Higgs squeezes that one right in the breadbasket. And a face-off coming to the left of Higgs. Kendall wins that draw back. LeBlanc slap pass across to Wilmot. Wilmot's shot coming in. This one looked like it had a lane just wide of the net. LeBlanc tries to circle around the zone. Back down deep in front. This one doesn't make its way to the net. Now McPherson picks it back up. Gonna try and make a couple of moves. McPherson backhands this one down deep. Johnson trying to spring a man. It's McDougall's shot over the net. Now the Rangers back the other way. They've got time. What a good stick from Taylor. Pokes that one away. Now Chisholm back on it. Chisholm's down deep. Makes his way up to neutral ice. A chip in. That's off his stick. No icing. Now McDougall, pass out front. Nobody home. And now this one's picked up by West. Shot comes in. Doesn't make its way through. West corrals it and goes behind the net. Tries to make a move on McDonald. Now Norton Connors plays it back up the wall. Skips over the stick of Cooper. And he'll have to send it back down in. This one's up the wall. Hubley will send it back down. That's across to LeBlanc. He sends it in. Higgs almost created a rebound, a scary scene in front of the net there for the Whalers, but now McDonald coming down in. His shot goes wide. It's loose on the side of the net. Wakeham picks it up, finds a man, Christopoulos. And that's turned aside by McKinnon, but a face-off coming and a penalty coming as well. That'll be Hubley in there on the scrum, gave an extra shot to the man already on the ice. And that'll pick him up a 2-minute roughing call. Now the face-off will come back outside. Gugu has that one chipped off his stick. Now Wakeham sets up for the Whalers behind the net. Taylor on the half wall. Now gets sent around to the line, not out, and now it is. Now a chance away for the Rangers. Kendall driving in. Almost made his way right to Lydia Higgs. Good effort to stop up and not collide with the goaltender. So a whistle, 11:42 to go. Shots 26-18 now in favor of the Rangers. Kendall on the draw, he wins it back. Turner. He's going to take some time and send it right back in, killing off some seconds on this penalty. Long stretch pass up to middle. This one gets to McDonald, picked up by Wakeham on the half wall. Now a pass to Taylor. Now a quick pass down to the half wall. It can't be corralled. It's back up to Wakeham though now. Shot goes wide. Now Craig tries to find Wakeham in the slot. He's got room off the mask of McKinnon. Rebound in front. That one's cleared away. Craig sends one through off his stick. Couple of bodies in front will block that one. Now Taylor back to the board. Craig sends it back down deep. Wakeham misses that. Rim around, and now it's held in. Wakeham driving back into the net. Picked up by Kendall. They'll send it down the ice. And the Rangers will kill off the majority of this penalty. 20 seconds to go. One good rush up the ice left for the Whalers if they can hurry. Now Brown's pass will make it to neutral ice. It's put back up to 4, giving chase. 10 seconds in the penalty to Hubley. Brown Nice toe drag past him, and he's going to work his way in. He's got 2 already in this one. Drops back to Sim, and the pass misses him. Both teams back to even strength. Kostopoulos to Chisholm. Cross ice. Chip tries to send it down ice. Cross pass for McPherson. And now it's Dufour and scores! McPherson to Dufour to the back of the net. And the Rangers have tied this 1-2. A D-to-D pass that was picked off at the line by McPherson. McPherson hit the stretch man, Dufour. He's been flying all game, and he finally finds the back of the net. We're all tied up here at the East Hants Sportsplex. This one goes into the netting. We'll get a face-off down deep to the right of Higgs. Higgs been solid all game, but no chance on that last one. A breakaway in for Dufour. He makes no mistake. And now another shot goes high and wide, knocked aside by Norton Connors up the wall. Mosher tries to send that one through. Now it's back up. Now Wakeham picks it up. He's going to walk in, drive, blocked in front. Good block by Harvier. Now the Rangers away. Wilmot going to work his way in to the half wall. He's met there by a couple of Whalers. This one just gets to the line. It's offside, the referee says. Kendall puts it in the skates of Dufour. Now Kendall back. Him and Turner away. Kendall shot blocked away by Dufour. Wow. A backhander off the rebound, just under the bar. And that one left me speechless. It's 3-2 Rangers. Now a penalty coming off the face-off. A man advantage coming for the Whalers. McDougall sends one up the half wall. LaRue on it. Sends it back. Taylor goes to the corner, tries to escape pressure. Now Taylor picks it back up. He's going to wheel. Then a long pass up. It's chipped to the wall. The Rangers will touch up. 8:15 left to go here in the third period, and we will get a head contact penalty. Will it be 2 or 4? Turner, the goal scorer, going off. $8:17 to go here. And the Whalers have a chance on the man advantage. It will be 4 minutes to Turner. The Whalers win that face-off. Taylor. Down low to Wakeham. Behind the net, he's going to look for the perfect option. They've got 4 minutes, and they're only down 1. Now a chance away for the Rangers. Nobody at the point for the Whalers. Wanted to pick that one up. Now Burgess has it down deep. Poked away from him. Now Wakeham picks it up to center McDougall. Driving wide. McDougall locks in off the bar. Will have to be a close one there, and it almost was. Taylor puts it back down to Wakeham, back up to the point to Taylor. Taylor, smooth skater, walking in. That shot just over the net. Back to the point. Craig will play it down deep to McDougall, who circles it around for Wakeham. 3 Rangers in there for this one, trying to get a touch on the puck. Wakeham comes out with it, finds a man all alone off the skate. And McKinnon able to freeze up. 2:40 left to go on the penalty to Turner, as he holds his breath in the penalty box, hoping that this Rangers team can kill the rest of this penalty. Now back to the point. This one gets poked past Chisholm. Now the Rangers are away. Harvier has one in. His shot turned aside, and now it'll be a call coming. Another head contact penalty, this time to the Whalers, as Chisholm will make his way off. So the faceoff coming back down here to the Whalers then. Some more 4-on-4 action. Harvier will take a shift off after going into the net last shift. A referee coming over to check with Harvier, make sure he's able to make that change after the whistle. Conversation down at the Rangers bench is all good. The line change has been accepted by the referees. And we're back down for a face-off. 4-on-4. Face-off to the left of Lydia Higgs. What a third period this has been for the Rangers. Now Finley Howe picks it up for the Rangers on the half wall. It's chipped up. Mosier had it, but now it's back down deep. Finley Howe has a chance to break away. He's got a man with him. Working on the half wall. Finley Howe helped out there by McPherson. McPherson now comes in, takes a bump. Now it's back up to half wall. Whalers send it to center. Mosier tries to feed one cross ice. That one doesn't get out. Finley Howe tried to break out of his own zone. Now Gugu up the ice, long pass to McPherson. McPherson's got one to beat. His shot turned aside by Higgs. She plays that to the corner. Wakeham up the wall. That's Taylor working in. He sends it deep. Wakeham, cross ice into the slot, backhander moved in front, and the rebound turned aside by McKinnon. Long pass out to center, that's Dufour. He's got the tying goal in this one. Now Brown, he's got both goals for the Whalers today. Working in, backhander, Brown to the net, shot turned aside by McKinnon, and he'll cover up. 5:09 to go. Face off to the right of McKinnon. It's won by the Rangers. Gugu plays it around. Picked up by West. He'll work his way to center. Pass in the feet of Cooper. Picked up by Brown once more. Rangers will back up, try and close off the attack of the Whalers here. But the Whalers 3 high. Wakeham now. Down low. Tries to circle. To the point. To Wakeham in the slot. He's got a chance. Shot. This one goes over the net, into the netting. And we'll get a face-off back down in the Rangers zone. Wakeham had time. He was circling. unable to capitalize. But he did the right thing. Tried to go upstairs. You're not going to beat a goalie like McKinnon down low. The Whalers now on the man advantage. 16 seconds on the penalty to Turner. He was serving a 4-minute head contact penalty. Wakeham at the point. He's got a drive-in shot turned aside by the pad of McKinnon. Back to Wakeham. This one escapes the zone, and it's back to neutral ice. Taylor. He's got it deep. He's going to stop up. Look for an option. Played up the wall to Wakeham. Wakeham has that one past him. Now Kendall working in. Puts it out front. A loose puck. Higgs is down there. It's turned aside by Taylor off the glass and back out. Wilmot has it at the line. Wilmot makes a move, gets the red line, and going to look for an option. He plays it back to the point. A good pass. Cross seam in front. That one's off a stick. Now Johnson drops to McDonald. McDonald working in. He's taken down off the puck. A penalty coming to Turner. Just after he steps off on the ice out of the penalty box, Turner heading back to the box. And now a timeout called by the Whalers. They'll try and get something going here on this power play. Face off to the right of McKinnon. Won by the Rangers. Put around the wall. Up to the wall. Taylor unable to keep it in. And they'll send it back to Craig. Wakeham hits McDougall. McDougall cross ice to Craig. Craig's shot blocked in front. And McKim will play this one down the ice. Now a loose puck, chance in front for Burgess. Tries to hit McKim. He falls. McKim trying to kill some time down there and hold the puck up against that dasher. McKim takes a tumble, and so does Taylor. Taylor looks back at the referee, but no call. They've got enough. Now Taylor on the half wall. Working in. Blocked shot. Craig on the half wall. Tried to send one down deep. Back to Craig. Down low. That one can't get through. A good stick by West. Now this one's back down deep into the corner. Lydia Higgs will come out to play one more time as Kendall gives chase. Short-handed for the Rangers. Now Finley Howe. Up the wall to Wakeham. Wakeham's got speed and time through the neutral zone. Gonna try and cut through two defenders off the mask of McKinnon. And a great save there from number 35. Now Wakeham finds Taylor at the point. Taylor gonna drive down low. Gets it taken away from him at the half wall, and now it's Chisholm, he drops. Or McDougall drops. Now a chance away. Saved. Lydia Higgs able to keep her team in this one. Once again. Now Taylor working down there with Turner. Craig comes in to help out. Turner doing a good job at eating the clock down there as Taylor comes out and sends one to neutral ice. Dufour picks it up. He's got room. Beats one. Dufour. Drag shot. That one goes over the net. Dufour at the half wall. Drops it there. McDougall plays it across. Nice move made at the line by Taylor as he sends it in. Now Wilmot. He's tripped. And we'll get a penalty call coming up. 36 seconds to go. And the Whalers take a tripping penalty. They'll be shorthanded. Not too much time left to go in this one. Face off to the left of Lydia Higgs. Rangers coach calling for a timeout. The Rangers will look to either draw up a play off the face-off or just kill the clock. Very interesting song to be playing here this morning after the Blue Jays losing last night to the Dodgers in Game 7. As you hear the "We Want It All" ring throughout the East End Sportsplex. It might be true for the Rangers, but for all of Canada right now, that song's still a little bit sour. Both teams make their way back out to neutral ice. Discussion over at the semicircle. We were just talking about it. That Blue Jays run has brought a country together and brought people together all over the provinces, all over the Maritimes. I've had parents over in St. John come up to me and ask me about the Blue Jays game, give me scores mid-game, and it just really brought everyone together. Sucks that they couldn't get it done, but the sports world moves on, and we've got 30 seconds left to go here in this U15 major matchup. The Rangers leading the Whalers 3-2. Whalers shorthanded, a tripping call to McDougall. Now the Rangers able to eat some time. Turner has it down along the half wall. $15 to go. A long stretch pass, unable to get freed up. Now Chisholm tries to rip one up the wall. Wakeham has it now. He's got 2 to go, and that'll be sent down the ice and cleared. The Rangers will win it in some extracurriculars after the final whistle. Final shot given by Turner. But the Rangers call them the comeback kids. They take this one 3-2 over the Dartmouth Whalers here from the East Hand Sportsplex on High Button Sports. My name's Dayton Camo, wishing you a good rest of your Sunday. We'll see you.